the adult.
Okay. Whoa, okay, whoa. Okay, when children's media got hacked.
Children's media is getting hacked more than ever. From plushies secretly recording your kids to Sesame Street getting hacked and uploading corn and baby TV getting max headroom.
Whoa, okay, this is such a large load of information all at once. Pause, ayo. I think I did hear about that whole plushie thing. What was the point of even doing that whole recording stuff? You know what? They were probably sending it to Epstein Island, bro.
And playing Russian propaganda. They killed JJ the jet plane, for Christ's sake.
What the fuck?
Today we'll be discussing the fascinating and disturbing history of children's media hacks and hoaxes.
Okay.
The Sesame Street hacks. Some of you may or may not know that Sesame Street's YouTube channel was hacked back in the early days of YouTube. And
did not know that. I'm not gonna lie, I never really watched Sesame Street for real. I liked Oscar the Grouch, and I always thought Big Bird was just ugly as hell, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm racist towards, you know what, I'm Asian, so that doesn't even make sense.
the result of this was hundreds of children being shown adult content that may or may not have featured naked people.
Whoa.
On October 16th of 2011, the official Sesame Street YouTube channel experienced a bit of a—
Wait, what is this, bro? This ain't no YouTube channel. This is like Sesame Street, the website. You could tell this is old as hell because you see that like nostalgic vibe with the way this whole website is set up.
an unexpected outage. All of the videos were suddenly—
What the— Yo, okay, my question is this like CEOs or like people who were involved with Sesame Street who posted a clip of them having intercourse, like a corn clip, or was it just like a random Mia Khalifa video that they downloaded and uploaded by accident? Either way, somebody's getting fired.
deleted from the channel and were replaced with inappropriate adult corn videos. This content being uploaded to what was essentially like the millennial version of Coco Melon at the time.
Dude.
As kids around the world were clicking on these videos, the would-be hacker identifies themselves in the channel's description about me section. The channel's description and profile picture also changed, and
Whoever this dude is, why are you on Earth? Why are you allowed to roam the world with the rest of us, bro? This guy needs to get neutered. He needs to get his brain like lobotomized or something, bro. The fact that you can say that sentence out loud, kids who doesn't like corn, are you serious, bro? This is genuine pure evil, bro. And the fact of the matter is, like, I feel like all of us, or I don't want to say all of us and put it on you if you can't relate, but at least me, like speaking from my experience, I was introduced to this type of media at a very, very early age, bro. Nowadays, it's so easy to get introduced. I probably first seen it when I was like 8 or 9 years old, dead ass, maybe even younger than that. I know a lot of people on TikTok, if you're scrolling TikTok or you watching YouTube videos, sometimes you'll see some gooner ads. Like, it's genuinely unavoidable to stumble upon corn, and people just want to expose kids to that type of media, and it's genuinely disgusting, and something needs to be done about it, bro.
first hack of its nature and its disturbing premise, well, it made world news. Numerous media outlets covered this incident, and YouTube would take swift action. Within 20 minutes, the hacker was ousted, the corno videos deleted, and the old content was restored back to the account.
No, that is not enough. We need to find this man's IP address right now, bro. This man is an Epstein level threat. Brief admission, if you're enjoying the video so far, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button. We're on the road to 200,000. I think we're only like 2,000 or 3,000 away from 200,000, so please make sure you sub. Thank you very much.
Was given back to Sesame Street. When Sesame Street finally got back to the control board, they updated their channel page with a disclaimer apologizing for the bizarre—
What does it say? Okay, our channel was temporarily compromised. Oscar, Cookie Monster, Big Bird. Where does the apology happen?
circumstance. Our channel was temporarily compromised, but we have since restored our original lineup of the best classic Sesame Street video clips featuring Cookie Monster, Big Bird, Grover, Oscar the Grouch, and the rest of the fuzzy, feathered, and goofy-eyed friends you remember from childhood.
That's it, bro. That's not an apology, bro. I need to see in big bold letters, I'm sorry, children, for exposing you guys and taking your innocence to random corn videos from a random hacker because our password was Big Bird 12345 and I love Elmo. We need a more in-depth apology, bro.
Everyone was relieved that things had been handled so quickly. The question of who exactly performed the hack needed to be reconciled with. And naturally, the prime suspect was the Romanian-based YouTuber, Mr. EdXWX.
No way. It was another YouTuber.
After all, the hacker had claimed to have been this person in the note posted to the Sesame Street channel when it was hacked. Bizarrely enough, Mr. EdXWX operated a rather successful, uncommentated video game playthrough channel at the time.
What are the odds it was like some kid that that hated him in high school or something and just wanted to direct the blame onto him, bro? What if it was his favorite op and not actually him and just said, yo, I love death, I love corn, I love doing this, this, and this, and this to children, and my name is Mr. Red X, and it's not even Mr. Red X, it's just like some kid.
And this individual would address the hacking allegation on this channel not long after the situation had transpired, and his address seemed to suggest that this may have been some conspiracy to frame him.
I did not hack Sesame Street. I am Hansest YouTuber. I work hard to make quality gameplay videos, and most importantly, I respect the community guidelines. Interesting.
Mr. Ed's response came.
To be fair though, who would out there would be like, oh, I'm this, this, and this, and this, bro? Like, if you were trying to like be like some mysterious, weird, expose yourself to kids type of person, why would you go out and say what your name is? So I don't know.
The video titled, "I did not hack Sesame Street." And that video took the form of a still image with this text on it. I did not hack Sesame Street. I am an honest YouTuber. I work hard to make quality gameplay videos, and most important, I respect the community guidelines.
Now, more importantly, I respect children. What are we talking about? Community guidelines. Hold on. Let's take a break from the YouTube rules and let's talk about reality.
Now, some of you are probably thinking, sure, buddy. But let's actually think about this logically for a second.
Right.
Mr. Ed's job was making YouTube videos. Why the f would he incriminate himself or expose himself as the hacker if he did this? That's generally not how things work. Usually you act anonymously and, you know, try to avoid credit for your heinous acts.
Right.
It seems like admitting to this would be a one-way ticket to him getting his YouTube channel banned and potentially sued by Sesame Street.
Facts. No, yeah.
Now, in the past, I actually have reached out to Mr. Ed about this case.
Oh.
And after corresponding with him, I do genuinely believe that somebody framed him to try to get his YouTube channel banned.
Now, who out there knows Mr. Red X and hates him to the point to do this to him, bro? That's actually so lame if that's true.
Like some rival Let's Player or somebody who just had an interaction with him and was pissed off. In our email conversation, he maintained his innocence, adding the whole thing had been a massive headache and nightmare to deal with. Ed clarified that he had never even been contacted by Sesame Street or YouTube regarding the hack, seemingly indicating that these entities knew that he wasn't the person behind it. And considering the fact
because they definitely would have reached out. With the amount of kids who were genuinely like their innocence stripped from their eyeballs, they probably would have went and did extensive research to find the person who did this if they could. And if they find out that the IP address doesn't match, then they knew, yeah, there was no point even digging further with this guy at least.
Ed is still around on YouTube to this day. It's unlikely that he was the culprit, despite the Sesame Street hackers saying so. As for Mr. Suicider91, the other person mentioned in the hack, there isn't much information available about this individual. Archives of their channel show that they too were from Romania and uploaded clips from music videos. But other than that, there's really no information known about this person. I've never found any public statement issued by them regarding the hack. And again, I just gotta say, I think it would be unusual for this person to have been the hacker, because why would they self-report themselves?
Facts.
The true identity of the Sesame Street hacker remains a mystery to this day, and the incident remains one of the most remarkable and disturbing hacks in YouTube history.
I was gonna say, how come they can't find him? But now that I think about it, how are you able to even find him? Maybe you could find out the last person who logged in and track the IP address of that person, but I don't know, maybe they couldn't do it, or a simple VPN or some type of like Trojan virus stops that whole process, bro. It's probably some like weirdo on the dark web, man.
Account related to Sesame Street has been compromised and posted inappropriate content for children. On July 13th of 2025, the official Elmo Twitter got hacked. As you might expect, this resulted in some unsavory things being posted that don't exactly line with the values.
Okay, I'm gonna have this blurred out, but it basically says very anti-Semitic messages right here against people who are Jewish.
Of the character. This included Elmo calling for the death of all Jews and telling Donald Trump to release the Epstein files. One detail that I haven't seen.
I mean, I'm not mad at the Epstein files part. We could get a whole release on that.
Get brought up a lot is the fact that while this was going on, whoever was running the account began mocking people in the replies, calling them slurs.
Oh my gosh. Yo, whoever hacked this Elmo account was probably some like edgy Gen Z teenager. This just screams that type of vibe.
And the offending tweets were taken down, and a statement was posted on July 15th that read, "On Sunday, Elmo's X account was briefly hacked by an outside party. In spite of the security measures in place, we strongly condemn the abhorrent anti-Semitic and racist content, and the account has since been secured."
Oh no, bro, that's twice for Sesame Street, and that's making me think it was somebody in the inside who knows the passwords.
Posts in no way reflect the values of Sesame Workshop or Sesame Street, and no one at the organization was involved.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. I for real think the Count did it. He just seems like he would do some shit like this. To this day, the individual behind the hack still remains a mystery, and at this point, I would not be surprised if there is a coming trilogy to the Sesame Street getting hacked saga.
Okay.
The Cloud Pets toys hack. Legit these are. The Baby TV Russian propaganda hack.
What the hell is Baby TV? Russian propaganda though? What the hell?
Over the past few years, a hot button geopolitical issue has been the Russia-Ukraine conflict. If you spend any amount of time online, you'll find propaganda from both sides of the conflict on just about every social media site, which is expected. But what's more surprising is that children's TV networks are literally getting hacked to promote one side of it.
What do you think that does, bro? Like, let's just say you're a Russian government military person. You're like, okay, let's put this propaganda in Coco Melon for kids to watch. Do you think that the kids are gonna be 3 years old, like freaking sucking on their thumbs, chewing on their pacifiers, and drinking their mom's milk, thinking, you know what? Let me go enlist to be in the part of the Russian army. Like, what do you hope to achieve, bro? You're not gonna have another Soviet army of Gen Beta 1-year-old and 3-year-old kids.
Early March of 2024, it was being reported that the international children's network, Baby TV, had been hacked and broadcasted a Russian propaganda video to numerous countries in the EU. Now keep in mind, Baby TV shows programming intended for babies and toddlers. The age range is literally 0 to 4.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you hope to accomplish?
According to Cyber News, satellite providers Eutelsat and SES were able to definitively confirm the attack originated from Russia, and more of them were coming, and one of them would be recorded, allegedly. The second Baby TV hack occurred on March 28th of 2024, and this time it was actually filmed and re-uploaded onto YouTube. In the purported recording, you can see Baby TV's feed getting interrupted and replaced with music for the song Go Russia, a nationalistic...
What the hell? They didn't even try to hide it, bro. I thought they were gonna like smoothly blend it into the whole show of Baby TV. No, they just said, screw it. We're putting Russian propaganda right here.
Russian song by artist Oleg Gazmanov.
Hello, all around the world.
Okay. Oh my gosh, bro. Why? The babies are so confused. Nigga, I'm confused, bro. You think the babies understand this propaganda? No. You know what? The only thing I can think of that might actually be smart with this is they might have been testing it out on a smaller scale to do this on a bigger scale with something else. But they were just like, you know what? Let me just play this song, see if it actually works. And then they found the method and it actually works. And then they did it on something that was actually more impactful. Okay.
To me with a difficult question.
And now we're back to Baby TV. So like a brief interruption. I like it.
What is a planter used for?
Of all of the TV networks to hack, Baby TV, I don't know how much mileage you're gonna get trying to brainwash a 2-year-old. If it's not colorful cartoons, they ain't paying attention, bro.
Facts.
The Russian TV hackers weren't finished. The exact same thing would happen less than a month later in April. This time, however, the feed was reportedly taken down entirely by the Dutch cable distributor Ziggo before the propaganda could really play out. When questioned, a spokesperson stated, "It's absolutely not the intention that children and babies are exposed to these types of images. We have also removed the images from our archive so they can no longer be viewed via Ziggo."
Okay, for this one, I don't believe that there's an insider just because they took it down before it even aired. So they were so prepared for it. Because there's probably somebody out there like, oh, the conspiracy, the higher ups are putting this into babies' commercials to make and brainwash our babies. But I don't think so. I think somebody actually just hacked stuff.
While you might expect this to be the end of it, another hack would happen later that year in November. NOS, another Netherlands-based news outlet, would write an article revealing that the Russian propaganda clips had been the work of a widespread Russian offensive against European satellites.
Okay.
So why was so much effort being put into hacking Baby TV, you might be wondering? Apparently, the true target had been the Ukrainian television network Freedom TV, which featured pro-Ukrainian content and programming that commented on the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Okay.
The reason Baby TV had been affected was because the networks were being broadcasted by the same satellite. The article characterizes Baby TV getting taken down as collateral damage.
Chills, bro. Chills, bro. I'm literally right. I'm always freaking right every time, bro. Always believe in me, bro. I'm literally a genius, bro. I told you guys it was a smokescreen. It was a diversion. It was a tactic to test out the method on something else and then use it on something that actually was important. Now I understand. I'm thinking like a Russian spy, a Russian hacker. Maybe I'm the Russian hacker. Nobody come for me. No, I'm not a Russian spy. I was not planted by Vladimir Putin.
In the end, this is simply a footnote in an ever-growing political conflict. Not even the babies in faraway lands are safe from it. Let the kids watch their baby slop cartoons, damn it. The Arabic Cartoon Network hack conspiracy.
Huh?
Animan Studios is a cartoon production outfit.
Whoa. Slow down, okay? Can we get the cue to music?
Hack conspiracy. Animan Studios is a cartoon.
Yo, where's the Careless Whisper, man? My man is double cheeked up. Yo, why did they make it so thick, bro? Oh my God, can I get in between those buns with the hot dog or what?
Production outfit that specializes in, well, to put it delicately, adult.
Okay. Whoa, okay, whoa. Okay, I thought it was just like a regular cartoon. Is this like supposed to be, you know, LGBTQ, June, Pride Month, like adult type of cartoon or,
themed cartoons specializes in, well, to put it
because I was gonna say, why is my man's right here standing like this too?
Delicately, adult-themed cartoons catered towards a gay audience. A few years ago, one of the
well, I don't think I was the target audience, but maybe I am the target. I'm not gay, bro. I'm not gay.
their animations became a massive meme, with people creating brain rot edits of it, usually pairing it with that Ballin' song by Roddy Ricch and DJ Mustard.
Yo.
So yeah, pretty silly, but what is remarkable about this is that it's connected to an alleged hack of Cartoon Network Arabic.
Okay.
On March 24th, Twitter user CodeneRCM tweeted out a minute-long video, supposedly showing the Arabic version of Cartoon Network being hacked, with a Teen Titans Go variant of the Animan Studios meme playing before cutting to the original animation.
Okay.
While the initial tweet was deleted, it was later uploaded to YouTube, where it has accumulated over 4 million views.
Wait, okay, this can't be real. They didn't put the song in the back. What, you mean to tell me that they hacked the freaking show and then they put the song as the hack? Or am I an idiot? Wait, what? What happened? I'm confused, bro.
The clip spread across the internet, with several prominent streamers and YouTubers reacting to the apparent hack, with many in the comments believing it to be genuine.
Whoa, was he jerking it?
Gotta be honest with you, I can see why folks thought this was legit. For one, the video footage was grainy as hell and at a super low resolution, you know, like a TV screen dark side fill type recording, making any potential flaws in it a lot harder to see. The fact that it had apparently taken place on an Arabic version of Cartoon Network in a weird way gave it more credence. Given the region, the gay themes would make the hack even more controversial. Also, the bump that appears before the Teen Titans Booty segment, I mean, that's like a genuine Cartoon Network promo. While the idea of Arabic Cartoon Network getting infiltrated by a gay black dude animation is hilarious, the truth of this thing, well, it was an elaborate hoax. It wouldn't be long, however.
Yo, that guy copied me. What the hell?
Until people started questioning the narrative.
YouTube user RCM uploaded it, claiming in the description that they created the edit and that it's fake.
What do you gain from faking this, bro? You faked a hack of an Arabic Cartoon Network with thick Robin, Batman, and black dudes. Congratulations, bro. Clap it up, I guess, bro. Find something else to do. Get a job.
No way to verify if this person is telling the truth. However, the fact that the higher quality version exists at all might just prove this incident never happened in the first place, and it was just a way to spread misinformation. But overall, Cartoon Network probably didn't get hacked.
A day after Velasquez Bum's video was posted, CodeneRCM, who, just as a reminder, was the one who originally posted the grainy footage onto Twitter, would create a video explaining that the entire thing had been a hoax that they had carried out. The prankster explained that after his clip hadn't gained any traction on
this social experiment ass video, bro. Y'all remember like Joey Salads from back in the day? Am I too old? Y'all remember like Jesse and Gina freaking prank invasions? Some social experiment ass. What would you do as YouTubers? Why did you even make this?
He had deleted it, with a random Facebook page reposting it. The Qubo shutdown hoax.
The hell is this? Okay, that looked kind of similar to the last one. Is it just a fake hacking? Oh, wait, he said hoax, so of course. Okay, who do I recognize here? I recognize... Oh my god, there's a ball in here. Okay, Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. What the hell do you know about that? If you know that, yo, you know ball. Word up, bro. Is this Fireman Sam? Okay, hold on. I actually recognize some of these for real. JJ the Jet Plane right here. We got Veggie Tales, Bob the Builder.
This story covers yet another hoax relating
Inspector Gadget, top left.
to a children's TV network hack, with the incident blowing up and causing a significant amount of attention being levied towards a relatively unknown online community.
Okay.
Qubo was a long-running NBC-affiliated children's network that played on public TV, launched back in 2011. Throughout its run, it's been home to many iconic cartoons, VeggieTales, Bob the Builder, and more. It was an interesting channel that had a lot of lesser
Literally goated, bro. Bob the Builder is one of the greatest shows of all time.
known shows, fulfilling this educational niche for years, and many of you probably grew up watching this channel. As years passed though, Qubo struggled to keep up with competition, and it was set to shut down in February of 2021. This of course brings us to a video supposedly showing this shutdown published to the YouTube channel SplatKid802. Posted February 27th, this video purportedly shows the final moments before Qubo went off air. In it, you see multiple rows of Qubo characters slowly disappearing into black as they are shot in the head by a shotgun.
What the Dude, okay, so earlier we had a dude introducing kids to freaking corn. Now we have somebody introducing them to gory vids, bro. What the hell be wrong with people? You're grown. What even like goes into your brain to make you think to even make this? I don't want to know, actually. Keep me far away from it. Who's next? Not Bob. Not
And
Bob.
on screen, an ominous message says, due to the negligence and selflessness of our viewers, Qubo is forced to cease broadcasting your favorite programs as of 11:59 p.m. Eastern, February 27th, 2021. We have brought you quality programming for both children and families alike since launching in 2006 and plan to expand our network in the coming decade. Because of this closure, it will not be happening. We at Qubo and EW Scripts Company expected better from our viewers, and they have failed us. This is your fault.
What the
creepy screen asked
Me? What did I do?
people to call the number to save Qubo, I guess with monetary
And if you call this number, they probably steal your credit card information and then they ask you for the shiny numbers on the back.
donations. This upload ended up accumulating over 2.5 million views, with some initially believing it to be genuine. Yep, a rogue employee at Qubo decided to have a bit of twisted fun, blaming the children for not supporting their network. And because of their neglect, the channel died and the characters with it.
Bro, I know there were some kids who were just crying their eyes out like, no, Qubo, no! Why'd you do that, man?
Absolute cinema. Now, as you might have already guessed, this was a hoax. A pretty funny yet disturbing one. As stated before, Qubo had a tight-knit and surprisingly dedicated online community, with many of the moderators of their wiki coming out to denounce this story as a hoax. One of the top mods responded saying, if you see a creepy, unsettling video uploaded by SplatKid802 production about Qubo's shutdown, avoid it at all costs.
Okay.
Qubo shut off from most stations, Uverse and Fios on February 26, 2021.
So basically that dude was just fear-mongering for no reason, bro. Was it April Fool's at the very least?
And was replaced with Grit. For the remaining providers that had Qubo, the channel shut off during an episode of Inspector Gadget on February 28, 2021.
Hey, that's not a bad show to go out on, though. Hold on.
In case you needed any more proof
Inspector Gadget. Go, Gadget, go. Banger right there.
that this whole thing was fake, I actually called the number that was available on screen
No
in
way.
this thing back in 2021. And well, it's a Rickroll troll. Check it out.
We're gonna call the number that's on the hoax.
There's
video
no
or whatever,
way.
This 248-434-5508 number. Here we go. All right, calling.
Okay. Yo, how did they set that up to do that, bro, forever? Is it like always gonna do that whenever you dial that number in?
It's a Rickroll. It's a Rickroll.
The Disney Channel Corno disaster. Disney's name is synonymous
Cornhole? Like the game?
with kid-friendly. Their whole business model for years has been capitalizing off families with a wide variety of TV programming targeted towards youngsters, especially on the Disney Channel. Most of you viewing this video probably have fond memories of watching some of these old Disney shows back, you know, before you—
Favorite Disney movie, by the way, for me was Mulan.
Went to school and essentially melted your brain for 7 hours in front of a whiteboard. And while Disney does pretty well at maintaining this pristine, family-friendly image, a small mistake that they want you to forget about that happened many years ago offers a small yet extremely disturbing challenge to this.
Before he even gets into all that, you're not a real one if you weren't a kid back in the day who watched the Disney Subliminal Messages compilation, bro. Remember when there was like the candle that Loki like had his dish showing, I think in Beauty and the Beast or something, and then like in Lion King when like Simba sits down or something, like in the air it spells out like SEX, you know, those weirdo stuff? Dude, I feel like as a canon event, we all watched it. If you didn't watch that as a kid, you genuinely missed out, bro.
On May 1st, 2007, at approximately 9:30 in the morning, hundreds of families across New Jersey were shocked to find that their regularly scheduled broadcast of Handy Manny had been replaced by
Whoa.
The situation was a parent's worst nightmare, with several confirmed cases of children actually seeing it. An article written by New York Daily News contained an interview with one of those affected customers, a man named Paul Dunleavy. He expressed anger and disappointment. If you can't feel safe letting kids watch the Disney Channel, what can you do?
That is true, but bro, you should not feel safe just letting your child watch anything, bro. Because you don't know who's out there controlling it, bro. The people who are controlling it are the billionaires and the people with money, and they're always weird.
Couldn't believe it. We try to do the right thing and protect our kids from this stuff, and then they broadcast it on children's TV? To be clear,
that is sad though. Like, think about the parents who have work and things to do. You can't constantly just babysit your child all the time. And maybe you don't have the means or the money to put them in daycare. So you put them in front of a Disney Channel for a little bit just to give yourself that ease of stress. And guess what? Mia Khalifa, like this, showing up on the screen, bro. Really? Come on, dude.
This wasn't Disney's fault at all, but more so Comcast's. Most of the reports about this incident don't really have a lot of information about how exactly it happened, but even with this, it was clear that executives were scrambling to do damage control. A spokesperson for the company claimed that it was a isolated incident and that he couldn't reveal any more details, with it still being unknown how many homes were affected by the issue. Disney themselves were obviously upset by it as well. In the aftermath of the ordeal, NBC News reported—
Well, obviously they are going to lose money from this.
That they had apparently discussed the incident with Comcast behind the scenes, though again, it's unclear as to whether anyone was punished for what had happened. A representative named Karen Hobson was quoted as saying this: "We value the trust that parents have in our programming and certainly take yesterday's regrettable program disruption extremely seriously. Comcast has taken full responsibility for this situation, and we understand that they are currently working to determine the root cause of the incident."
Okay.
Interestingly, in 2024, a thread that was started on the Lost Media subreddit claimed a screen recording of this event had been uploaded to the Internet Archive. Unfortunately, though, this turned out to be untrue, with the original uploader admitting in the replies that they had fallen for a troll trying to pass it off as genuine. To this day, we have absolutely no idea how this happened or who the hacker was. It's essentially the Max Headroom incident, but there's no recording of it. And well, you made it to the end of the video. Let me know what you guys thought.
Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. That was when hackers interrupt TV channels meant for kids. In conclusion, yo, these hackers are some of the weirdest, most disturbing people. If I was to hack something, I would not like hack it and think, oh, let me just traumatize children and just laugh about it and show them freaking corn clips, bro. If you're gonna be a hacker, be smart, bro. Get some money or something. Maybe be like, oh, I have your child up for ransom. Send me $1 million to this Cash App link right here. Okay, maybe that's not smart or ethical either. Either way, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord link in the description. Let me know what you want to check out next. With that being said, it's Love Hello. I love you, and I'm out.